This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Shadow Hearts. Last time, Alice was inflicted by the curse of Lili, who we learned is a ghost or spirit who's kind of messed up. Anyways, though, Alice is now healed now that we defeated the boss monster that was kind of protecting the curse or whatever. We also got a new fusion, too. We got our wind fusion, which is nice. But we're back with Zuzan and Margaret, and Sea Mama did indeed take care of Alice while we were out and about killing monsters. So that is very good. Yes, we seem to run into each other a lot. This is more than mere coincidence, Zuzan. When I hear him talk about the gods, I think about Digital Devil Saga 2 with the secret bosses. I mean, that's what they're based on, so yeah. The turtle, the tiger, the white tiger, excuse me. Turtle, the white tiger, the dragon, the phoenix. Yeah. With a Lolita complex. I don't think Lolita really applies to Alice since I believe she is actually 18. So that's not really Lolita, Yeah, you hear that, Lili? Your power's nothing compared to Alice. Get dunked. Not only is Alice a sweetheart, a nice person, she's stronger than you. Ooh. You think after the first failure he'd pick up a hobby. Like knitting. Oh, we know this person. I mean, we as the audience know, but of course, Yuri and the rest of the gang are unaware of who this person truly is. Disguising yourself as a smuggler. I like her pants. Those are kind of cool. They're like striped. Makes me think of, what are those things called? Zoot suits? That's kind of what that makes me think of. I think that's what their name is. Got a boat. No, just cash? That's easy enough. We beat up demons so hard they drop money. Margaret, you're a spy. You're kind of slipping under the law all the time. A little hypocritical, don't you think? Alright. The place should now be uncrucified, but there's a couple of things we want to do before we actually leave to head to the boat. Let's talk to Susan and Alice. There's only 2 beds here. Did we all bunk together? Yes. But there's a couple of things, like I said, we want to do before we leave. Now, if you remember, the boy that was down the stairs before wouldn't let us pass to take his special treasure. Now, though, that we have beaten the boss, we can, and you do not want to miss this item. I actually missed this item the first time I played this game, and I believe once you miss it, you can never come back here, so you have to get it now, and it is a one-of-a-kind item, the flare brooch. Of course, we got this item in the Kadoka, so it's an item we're familiar with that all it really did was increase your stats, but this time the flare brooch is extremely important for Yuri. You can put it on any character, but really Yuri benefits the most. So basically it just lowers the SP consumed during a fusion, so it's actually pretty damn helpful. So right now it's just like 16, but when we go into battle and I try and fuse, the fusion for SP will be 13 instead. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but trust me, it does make a difference in the long run. And again, I played through this game without it the first time, and the nice thing is too, it actually increases your stats a little bit. So it's definitely worth having on Yuri. And you know, you can always take it off and on. It's not a big deal, but it's good to have. And I don't think there's any new items to really... Well, I think I buy like a leather vest for... like a leather vest for Zuzan, because he's going to be with us now. We're going to have another magic user. I like Zuzan a lot, but he kind of falls to the wayside, I think, later in the game to other characters. So again, I am going to try my best to really kind of shift between characters. I'll probably always have Alice in my team whenever I can, and of course Yuri always has to be in your team, but I'm going to try and shift out the third party member whenever I can, just so that, you know, it's a little variety for variety's sake. Anyways, this is optional, but if you come talk to this fish-dried woman, she will give you some dried fish. And you're going to want to give this to Sea Mama, because it will actually get you a little bonus in money. It gets you a little nice little stack of cash. But first we look at the salt-dried fish. A quack oracle ate 5 of them. Everyone was disgusted. Poor Zuzan gets no love. Yep, we certainly did. Yep, I guess so. That's good for you. Good for business. Good for the economy, I imagine. Good for new people. Good new blood. Anyways, if we come over here, talk to Sea Mama, we can give her the dried fish when she's done talking to us about whatever. Yep, but Sea Mama, look, I got this for you. Ooh, stack of cash. It's actually really easy to find. It's just outside. But before we do that, though, this guy over here is actually a lottery member, and you want to talk to him because he gives you a really good item that's actually expensive. I'm not talking to him quite yet because I want to save because I don't want to waste my lottery tickets. But you can get a really good item off of him that costs around $5,000. It's a fairly expensive item. Obviously, when you get later into the game, it's not too bad, but for the beginning, it's pretty expensive, and it's a really useful item. It's always just kind of good to have on you, but it's really useful against certain bosses. Anyways, so just going to restock. Just use my good old discount, which is nice. Thankfully, though, we'll be getting another discount card very soon. One of the things I like about the sequels, though, about the Shadow Hearts series is you don't have to find cards to get discounts. You have to just get a certain number of points from buying things, and then you get then you get, eventually you level up into the discount. Then you level up into the discount. But you gotta be careful, because if you mess up, then you lose points. So anyways, this one actually took me a while to get, because this lottery's a little tricky-ish, but you want to get the pocket watch. And the pocket watch allows you to, whoever is wearing it, it allows immunity to all Judgment Ring afflictions, which is super useful. No Judgment Ring afflictions will hurt you. And it's also nice because some lottery members can actually change slightly if you're wearing the pocket watch. Like sometimes you'll come across one, I believe, if I remember correctly, one whose Judgment Ring is invisible. But if you have the pocket watch, you can actually see it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see it. Anyway, so if you walk over here and you click around, you'll find a Judgment Ring first to activate. A pretty easy one. You'll find what Sea Mama was talking about before. A little stack of cash. Not a whole bunch, but every little helps, especially in the beginning. I really wanted to buy the Brigand Earrings. I believe that's what it's called. And that just basically allows you to get 20% more, I think I mentioned this before in the last part, but it allows you to get 20% more money, but you lose out on items drops, which is fine because I don't care about item drops too much. Just getting more money in general is way more useful. Anyways, here we have a silent peddler, and I'm actually going to buy, you don't have to, but you can buy another pedometer from her, and I just do. I don't really know why I do, because it's not like, I don't think the pedometers stack on each other. It's just, I guess, kind of good to have another one, so in case one of your characters leaves with it, you have another. So yeah, I just have another pedometer. I just put it on Zuzan. Why not? No, do I put it on Zuzan? No, I think I put it on Alice, because Alice is... What am I doing? I think I put on Alice, because you pretty much always have Alice, so... Yeah, okay. And with that, there's really nothing much else to do here. I'm pretty sure you can never come back here, so again, make sure you get everything here that you can. Ooh, it's Chin Man. And if you want to leave, you just talk to the subordinate, but we're just going to see what Margaret has to say real quick. Okay, she has nothing else to say, so we can go ahead and hightail it out of here. Yep, we are ready to go. All aboard on the smuggler's boat. Ooh, this is not a pretty boat. But I guess it gets the job done. Oh, poor Yuri. Looks like he can't handle boats or planes. Trains, planes, and automobiles. Maybe it's the demons inside of him that don't like transportation, and then they get sick, and then it makes him sick. I just love how he's laying face down on his... Just face down. Just right in the wood. He's just that sick. Yeah, I'll just go outside and perfect my jacked shot. I'll be ready for a blitzball. Anyways, there's a little treasure chest over here. It's just rosewood bracelet, and that just prevents some paralysis, which can be useful. I think it's going to be useful pretty soon, actually. But I'm not putting it on anyone right now. Looks kind of like a really ugly choker. Like a really thick one. Anyways, right now, Yuri's pretty slow. I think this is the only time in the game where your character is forced to walk for an extended period of time. When you're in control of them. Oh, hi, Margaret. You talking about us? Or, I mean, Yuri and Alice, not me. I'm not a part of the game. I'm just a viewer. Sonny boy. Yuri boy. Man, this music's intense. I guess. I couldn't care less. Uh-oh. Gulp, I love that. Oh, don't swallow it. Ugh. Well, I mean, would you have rather him throw up everywhere? Oh, poor Yuri. He's being told to shoo like he's some type of vermin. Yeah, he's not doing too well. What are our two friends doing, who we know are actually part of the military army? Man, that chin. Can't get over it. Make sure you say it really large, Sergeant Kato, so they can hear you. Yeah, you'd have to have some. You'd have to be extremely powerful to rip up a person like that. I think even a man would have some difficulty doing it. I definitely couldn't imagine Alice being able to do it with her physical strength. Well, it seems like the army's having some difficulty with Mr. D as well. It's not just us. Zuzan mentioned that. I think mentioned the same man who sacrificed himself to stop the ritual from being completed. That gesture he does, it almost makes it sound like, it almost looks like someone farted, and he's just kind of like trying to be polite about it and doesn't want anyone to know that he knows someone farted or that he farted, and he's just kind of like trying to get it away from his nose. It's kind of what that looks like. I believe his chin also has a nose. He can smell things through his giant chin. Who's driving the boat? No one's driving the boat. It's a good thing Yuri can't hear that. I mean, it's good for them. Anyways, ew, what's with this green goo? I don't like this. Let's go say hi to Zuzan. Anyways, how you doing, Zuzan? No, I think that's just you, Yuri. I don't think Yuri even notices. Yeah, he's too busy dealing with his earthly problems. Oh, yeah. Probably don't want to get his robes dirty. Those probably have to be dry cleaned in a very specific way. Probably just can't throw those in the wash. Why don't you turn into Death Emperor and fly over there? You got wings. Oh, actually, just turn into Falcon. Turn into the Wind Spirit. You have wings now. Just fly. Big meanies. Yeah, though, why doesn't he just turn into... Well, I guess because you can't obviously be the demon for long periods of time without going insane. But I imagine it would be kind of funny if he turned into the wind demon and it just kind of just found a high place to sit on the boat, and I imagine that might make him feel a little better. I don't know. Just an idea. I mean, if he had the water if he had the water demon form, he could just be fine, I bet. Go into the water, but we have not acquired enough water souls yet. Bum, 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 bum. That bed does not look comfy. Oh, Yuri's content. That's nice. Wow, these two have gotten pretty close. Oh, jeez. What's going on, Margaret? I like the slump sound in the background. Oh, jeez. I'm sure it's something good. Alright, let's explore. What's going on? What's the deeds? Oh, anyways, you can come inside here now. And you're going to want to because there is a hidden lottery ticket. Kind of tricky to find. I'll find it. There we go. There we go. A hidden lottery ticket. Always want more lottery tickets. Always helpful. Of course, I never plan to waste any, but it's always good to have. Because sometimes you just run across member after member and then you don't find any lottery tickets for a while. You can't grind for them. Yeah, it doesn't really look like we're going anywhere. Oh, great, Lili's back. Awesome. I mean, I guess we didn't really deal with her. We just dealt with the monster she summoned and her curse, but we didn't really deal with her. Hey, that's dangerous. You're not king of the world. Get your ass down there, you spooky ghost. Yeah, you two better get out of here. Very manly. Lili. Alice, it's nice you want to be nice to her, but I think we just need to destroy her. It's Sea Mama. Where could she be? Could she be astral projecting her voice somewhere? Back from the village? Safely? To help us in need? God, she loves using lightning. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I think Sea Mama just got cooked. Oh, God, that must smell awful. Wow. Just constant lightning to the face. It's like Sea Mama's a lightning rod. Shouldn't she be cursed? Maybe she is cursed, I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing else to do. Might as well just start some exorcisms. You got it, Zuzan. We'll deal with those monsters, no problem. I feel better in this shitty little bolt hole. Why didn't you just, offer to come with us? You didn't have to hide in the stinky fish hole. Unless you like that sort of thing, Sea Mama. It's like, come on, Lili. Either stab him or don't. Just get off your soapbox already. My God. If you're not going to stab him, get used to having a man voice. Alright, so we have Margaret with us, which is nice. She doesn't really have great equipment on. I'm just going to put the rosewood bracelet on her. And, yeah, just so she has a little more defense. And the boss we do fight does, I believe, cause paralysis. So it's just good to have one character at least. And, uh-oh. Looks like our two smuggler friends are in trouble. We gots to go! Don't worry. Yuri kicking again comes to the rescue. He loves kicking shit. Now we're talking. Just, yeah. Uh-oh. You guys okay? Biz buzz biz. Anyways, there's only two types of enemies you can run across on this ship. The first ones are ogre flames. They're not that hard. They're just fire types, obviously. Alice is pretty. Not Alice. I'm sorry. Margaret's pretty good here because her grenades can hit them all at once, and it's pretty much an instant kill, I believe. They don't take a lot of damage. I love the way they all fall. Yeah, that's great. So anyways, though, Ogre Flame. Jellyfish filled with the bodily fluid of drowning victims. Many of them gather around the harbor at dusk. Make a sound like nails scratching glass. So yeah, they only have 40 HP and they're fire. And all they can really do is just hit you with fire attacks. They're very easy. Nothing dangerous. So it's just Ogre Flames and one more enemy that you can run across. And again, you can pretty much just kill them. I don't think you can kill the next enemy with just Margaret's grenades, but it's pretty fairly good. I'm actually trying to remember if Margaret's grenades have an element to them. I don't think they do. I think Margaret's grenades are a non-element. You can actually check what elements things are in the status menu. I should actually see that, because, yeah, some attacks obviously are elements and some aren't. Anyway, though, it's weird, though. I thought, it's funny, the smuggler's story is kind of slipping up. She said she had to protect herself from monsters before, but she just said what the hell were those? Like, she's never seen them before. So, yeah. Anyways, and this is the other enemy. These are the white wolflings. They're also really easy, too. Spirit of an old sea snake. It strangles people and eats their flesh. It hides in the darkness of the sea and waits for prey, sometimes for years. It only has 45 HP, and it's a water type. And it will try and give you a random Judgment Ring status. Other than that, though, very easy. But this place is very good for grinding for your water and fire spirit. So we are actually going to do that fairly soon. Because there's only 2 types of enemies here. This is a good place just to get those specific elements. And each one comes in huge groups. So you're getting at least 3 spirits, at minimum, for each element. Which is nice. So yeah, Margaret can't quite kill them. Very close, but can't quite. They're creepy though. They make weird sounds like they're talking. And even, yeah, they're so low on health though. Alice can finish them up with a good book. Time for put you down to sleep. Yep, pretty easy. Nothing too hard. Yep, slashing that snake up. Look at all that bottle, the whiskey. I really do like the way they do the fighting backwards of the game. I think they do such a good job on that. Zip, as you can see, we almost have water and we almost have fire. And it's a good idea. Actually, I really like the water element. Fire is actually really good, but I like the design of the water element a lot. It's probably one of my more favorite. That and the earth one are really just cool. You know, to work people. Nag, nag, nag. Alright, we'll go help Susan. Let's go see if he needs our help. You okay, buddy? Uh-oh. Looks like there's another monster. And it's just either a white wolf or a flame ogre. That's literally all the enemies here. And Alice leveled up, and she learned Blessed Light. That is her actual first magic attack that can actually do damage. And it's actually pretty good for a long part of the game. It's just a single attacking magic hit. And it's light element. So it's actually pretty nice. And Alice actually has really decent magic, so she can actually do a good amount of damage. Unlike a lot of, like, other characteristic of white mages where they don't get, like, really strong damaging magic till maybe they get holy until like very late in the game, but Alice gets hers very early, and even then that's like she gets one more magic attack that does a lot of damage to the whole group, but that's late in the game. But at least she has a way to attack if I want her to, which is nice. Alright, but with that though, gonna go ahead and do some grinding. I went ahead and did some grinding off screen. As you can see, the water tombstone and the fire tombstone are glowing because we have enough souls. And again, I just thought I'd do this here because they're easy to kill and they give you a decent amount. Here we have the water dragon. He is our water fusion monster. So yeah, I actually like the water dragon a lot. The water dragon has 2 pretty decent abilities. His third ability isn't really that useful, but his first ability is that he can heal. So he can heal himself. A lot of the every fusion you have in the game has some way. Almost every fusion, yeah. I think every fusion in the game has some sort of way of healing it itself or curing status ailments. But he can actually heal himself with life, and it's actually, I think, probably one of the better ones. I think, but he can also increases evasion with an ability called Illusion. It's okay. I never really use it. I find like if you really want to worry about attacks, it's better to just use the wolf's the Earth Spirit's shield, because then even though you're not evading them, you take less damage. And theirs is healing, and he also can use a flash flood. It's cool looking. I like the way it looks. He's not too hard, but he has decent strength, and I think he's really better magically, though. But later on, though, as we get him at higher levels, I believe his healing magic can heal everybody on the field for like almost at full, which is pretty decent. So, yep, we have the man dragon. His crotch is blue. So now Yuri doesn't have to worry about being sick. He can just turn into the man dragon and get away. Sorrow overcomes you. Receive the soul of a man dragon. Of course, we're going to go ahead and equip this because our next enemy we have to fight is the fire demon. And this will be a little helpful. One thing that's really funny about this game, and it's such a tiny little thing, the descriptions of your demons when you're fusing are not very consistent. If you look at the sub-menu when you're fusing, it says like what it is, but each one is not very consistent. They all have like a lesser spirit. Some of them say like different things. It's kind of funny because sometimes they're not referred to as a lesser spirit in the level 1. It's just a little funny. Anyways though, yeah, Flash Flood is actually pretty decent, and of course this is a fire type. I think his name is Ifrit. Yeah, he's Ifrit. And Kamehameha! Eat it. Okay, now, Ifrit is actually probably one of the better spirits, the Fire Lion, because he has Fighting Spirit. And of course, that raises your attack by 15%, and that is pretty damn good. It's kind of similar, obviously, to the Death Emperor, who can raise his special attack by 15%. But I think physical attack raising is actually more beneficial because you hit more. You don't use MP, and you can always change your character's attack element by using one of the elemental edges on him. And there's other items that increase physical attack power by like 4 and critical hit rates. Yeah, they're like we won't be using those items till like very late game because that's when it's fun to use on the final boss. Oh man, it's a trip. But yeah, I'll probably use it on maybe some of the secret bosses too. Maybe not. Anyways, we have the Soul of Inferno. He's probably one of the better souls. He's really good. I'm going to try, though, like I said, switch it up. But it's hard because I never used the Wind Soul, and I never used the Light Soul. I really stuck with the Dark, the Water, Earth, and Fire. I think out of all the designs, though, the Fire Demon form is my least favorite. I don't know. I just don't like the way it looks a ton. It's probably my least favorite. But yeah, you don't have to do this right now, but I just did it because it actually it's gonna make the boss fight go pretty quickly actually, which is nice. But yeah though. So we have only we only have one more spirit left that we need to unlock, and that is the light, I believe. We have the fire, we have the earth, we have the water, we have the dark, we have the wind. Yep, so we just need to unlock the light spirit. And again, I don't use that one that much either, and its design I do not like. It's okay. I kind of like it in the fact that it's really unique and it's completely different from the other creatures, but I just don't use it. I don't think I used it once during my... No, I did use it like twice maybe during my practice playthrough of the game, but yeah. I mean, it does have really good healing though. So there is that though. It can heal the whole party. So I will try and use it though in this playthrough. And it's probably good to use it for bosses that would be beneficial too. So, yeah. And here we go. We have the boss fight. We have Lili. Introducing Lili to the stage! Anyways, though, Lili is really not that difficult. She has, though, so this is her first form, and it's just dark, and she really can't, she'll try and attack you, but I don't think she really does anything else. Oh, and this is the new ability Margaret got, which is Scout. It just lets you read their stats. I'm not really going to ever use it, though, but it is kind of funny how it looks. Anyways, though, my plan for this match is to fuse into the Inferno. You get a pretty big attack boost from that, and then I'm going to use Fighting Spirit to give myself an even bigger attack boost. And if you can get it in the red, you get a 17% boost instead of a 15, which is a nice little chunk. It's either 17 or 18. I don't remember. But with that, my attack is 15% up. And then, because Lili is a dark type, we're going to go ahead and use Holy Edge to give Yuri even more damage to Lili with his physical attacks. So this is why Inferno, the fire demon line, can be so dangerous, because you can increase his attack to huge heights and then give him whatever element you need to. So yeah, Lili will try and paralyze you, but thankfully Margaret had the rosewood bracelet on, so they didn't really do anything. Yeah, she really does have a manly voice. Wow. Trying to get those in the strike zones. As you see, pretty damn decent damage. And she only has like 500 health, so she really won't be able to take a beating. And even Alice is going to get in on the fun with a little damage. Alice should probably be more on healing duty, but it's okay in the first fight to maybe kind of go at it. Sparkle. Okay, Dark Messenger. Yeah, bad breath. Thankfully, it does cause instant death, though. So that is actually a bit of a problem. And unfortunately, we don't have any items. I don't think we can buy anything to prevent instant death right now. So that is a problem. But thankfully, it doesn't hit the whole party. So we can't do that. Damn. Just get him wrecked. So yeah, Alice should really just be on healing duty. I think she's going to get instantly killed again, though, just because Dark Messenger will just instantly kill her. It doesn't always, but I think for some reason Alice is... It's probably because she's a light type, so I think she's a little more vulnerable to it than other enemies. Than other characters are. There's paralysis, which is annoying, but we can get rid of it with Angel's Feather. We want Yuri to be attacking all the time. We don't want him to ever stop unless he needs to use Fighting Spirit to make him stronger. But Lili should be almost dead. Yeah, and Alice can get another hit in. I like the way her attacks look. They're nice. Oh, nice. Finish with Sparkle Power. Woohoo. And that's that. Not too hard at all. Get some experience, get some cash, White Tiger Hair. Those are really good items, but we're not going to use it. That's going to be for very later in the game. It basically just like, I think it increases your Judgment Ring speed, but it makes your attack 4 times strong. So yeah, there's a really fun trick you can do with a couple of items to decimate bosses. Uh-oh, it's him. It's Mr. D. Meet the real Tiny. Her name's Lili, not he. I know they sound similar. Uh-oh. And unfortunately, thanks to Mr. D's interference, Lili has evolved into a slug creature. So yep, this is the true final form of Lili. So Lili transformed. Lili's vengeance that grew stronger with Dahyu's power. She lashes out at her anger on all living things using dark powers from the other side. So yeah, she has 720 HP, she's dark element, and she will try and paralyze you. But she also can use Hate Storm, which can do a lot. It's basically like Dark Messenger, but on everybody, so it's a little dangerous. But my strategy remains the same. Gonna go ahead, use Fighting Spirit. Gonna Holy Edge him, and just attack with... I'm also gonna make Margaret attack too more. Margaret and Alice are probably going to be more on healing duty than anything else.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
But if given the chance, I will have them. I do have them attack. Yeah, it's not a lot. Again, she will try and paralyze you, but thankfully she's just going for Margaret for paralysis. And we've got to get that Holy Edge on Yuri as soon as possible, because that's what's going to allow him to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. I like the way the edge attacks look when he attacks with them. It's really cool looking, I think. Oh, I almost had it perfectly. So yeah, though, he's dealing about a little more than 100 damage each turn. So it's going to take roughly maybe 7 turns, if even that, to get rid of Lili. But it all just depends. I don't remember exactly how this fight went. I mean, obviously I won, but I don't remember if... Yeah, I might have to take some time to heal. Ooh, that reminds... That for some reason, when I saw that mask, that looked like... It actually reminded me of 2 things. It reminded me of Hollow Knight, and it reminded me of Shadow Man. It's actually funny. I got Shadow Man because I've been wanting to play Shadow Man for a long time. It's a game I've known about, and I remember watching someone else play it and thinking it was really cool. And I actually found it at my at a game store I go for like older games for like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. It's where I get a lot of my old games. And they had Shadow Man there. And I heard that Shadow Man 1 on the PS1 is really bad. But I was just like, well, I'll get it anyways. And it was only like $7. And holy shit, is Shadow Man on the PS1 absolute garbage. It is nothing like the PC version or the Nintendo 64 version. I was like, holy crap. I couldn't even play more than 10 minutes. My head was killing me. It was the worst thing I've ever played. And that's a shame because I know Shadow Man on the PC and N64 are actually good games. Or at least decent from what I've seen and watched LPs of. I know the PS1 version, terrible. I couldn't believe how terrible it was. I was just mortified. It's bad. It is so bad. It's like pretty much unplayable. I couldn't even get out of the swamp. It was just so pixelated and laggy and oh my god, it was unbelievable. Maybe one day I'll play the PS1 version just to shoot the shit. Oh my god, it was bad. Anyways, though, yeah, Lili's not really an interesting fight, as you can see, because I completely went off topic. Yeah, she's almost dead. Oh, and she's dead, yeah. That's how uninteresting of a fight she was. But Lili should now be at peace. Good job, gang. So yeah, that's a really easy strategy. You could also use the Light Spirit if you wanted, if you have it. Because it does have a pretty decent magic attack that would hit Lili for decent damage. But I kind of prefer just using my method. Because then I would also be weak to Lili's dark attacks and, you know. Oh, she said thank you. Well, you're welcome, Lili. Did you just stand there? You didn't, like, help her? I mean, you could have beat us if you ganged up. Maybe. Probably not. I don't like his teleportation nearly as much as Roger Bacon's. He doesn't have a funny leg thing. See, Mama! You know, it's going to be kind of sad. Everyone in the village is going to be wondering where Sea Mama is. Unless she told someone that she was sneaking on the ship, but I doubt it. So other than that, people just don't know where she went. She disappeared. Probably didn't get to say goodbye to anybody in the village she loved. That's a little sad. And he probably just lit a fire under them, killing someone they cared about. And with that, I'm going to end the video here. So this is Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye then.